Hey, what's up, y'all? Prophet, how you feeling? Um, this is kind of a new, different thing for me right now. Just making a YouTube video. There's really no direction for this video at all. I'm kind of just been in my thoughts, and there's just some things I really want to share out. I really don't have a title for the video yet. I'll probably figure that out after. In terms of what I want this video to do, the goal of the video, I guess is really just not. I guess it's to connect with somebody, some people out there, and maybe, hopefully, those same people could help me help myself lead the way to where I want to be. Does that make sense? I hope it did. I hope it did. But yeah, I was just on Twitter, and there was something that I seen. It was a tweet that said, "What has life been teaching you right now?" And me personally, it is, I need to take a break from dating, right? As of lately, just with me personally, I have really been coming in contact with the lowest of the lowest in terms of quality in human beings and women, because I am a straight male. So in terms of the women that I've talked to, I've been coming in lowest of the lows, and it has not been a good experience dating wise for me at all, right? Like, I talked to this lady, she always asks me for money. I talked to this lady, come to find out she has a boyfriend. I talked to this lady, she acted like she wanted to be in a relationship to begin with, but then whole time just switched it up without letting me know, unbeknownst to me, therefore wasting my time. And it's like a repeated cycle, right? Um, and for me, it's annoying. It's annoying. I think money is one thing. I do have a job, so I can always make the money back. However, to not always have to spend money would be good, or at least to feel like I don't have to spend money in order to please the woman that I'm with. That feels good. I'm 23. I just turned 23, right? Um, Today's December 2nd. So I just turned 23, November 25th, and it's like, damn, like I gotta take care of myself. I can't take care of another human being. If I wanted to take care of another human being, I'd have a child. You know what I mean? And I end up getting to a point, truthfully, full transparency. Right now, I'm being super transparent, super vulnerable. I have done started to resonate with a bunch, like my whole Instagram feed is probably just a whole bunch of, hey, nigga, you need to leave that bitch alone. Hey, man, these bitches ain't shit. I started consuming a lot of that content and realizing that I started to identify and talk like said content. And I said, because I caught myself like, wait, hold on. Like, I started using the word bitch way more than I've ever done, like, prior to this year. And then I just really had to step back and self-assess, like, no. The problem is not the women I'm running into. That's the micro problem. I didn't realize the problem is me. I'm the problem. What do I mean I'm the problem? I mean, there is something that I'm doing, something I have yet to learn, that I keep on attracting these types of women. What if it literally is, this is a dumpster full of women and I just keep diving into the dumpster, right? I keep trying to pull out the best. And I don't know, maybe therapy wise, like I'm trying to build somebody up or I can help somebody, and it's like, no. I seen this thing where they said, like men typically date down and women date up. Dog, I'm tired of dating down. I ain't asking for 50-50 now. I don't believe in that. As a man, I genuinely don't believe in that. But come with something. Come with something. So then I started to realize, what is the problem? Because then I also started to realize they started to reward me using their bodies. Sex. God's honest truth, sex is not the reward, man. I think I have confused sex with being the reward simply because I yearn so much for intimacy. And it's like, oh, that's what I can take, that's what I can get. Because somewhere in the back of my mind, I may think like, hey, this isn't gonna last forever anyways, because I may actually like you, and it's somewhere down the line I find something out that makes me not like you. Like recently I was talking to somebody and just come to find out she got a boyfriend. But you're talking to me and you're having sex with me, and you're asking me for money and you're doing X, Y, and Z, and it's like, But sex is the quote unquote prize. It's not. And that's what I mean when I say a lot of people, not just women, men too, do not provide anything else. Sex is not the only way you could be intimate. It's not. Deep conversations. But also another thing, before I even continue with that, somebody also once told me, stop telling people what you're looking for in a relationship off the bat. Why? Because then they pretend and they like to act as if they are that. That makes sense. If you say you want a loyal man who is very communicative, he will play that role until he get what he wants. Fast forward, now I'm really starting to think, all right, it's not the women, it's me. But what is it about me? And it's 1/2 things. Since a young kid, I have had a problem with lust, right? And that problem has traveled with me throughout being a child. From, like, I swear to God, I say this all the time to my I wish I was never introduced to porn at all. I really wish I was never introduced to porn at all. It's something that I really genuinely believe, I won't say fucked my life up, because I still make my decisions. However, some of those decisions be lust based. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. And I realize I don't have the full discipline that I actually desire to have in that. And I'm like, damn. Now that I know I'm the problem and this is the cause of it and this is the root, how can I solve this? In order to overcome lust, you must have one thing. And that one thing is called discipline. Discipline, I feel like, is probably the number one thing I struggle with my life, is having discipline. If I had discipline could be applied to so many different areas of your life. Once you have discipline and structure in every area, I feel like you can't be unstoppable, and that's how I feel. And how do I do that? Genuinely, as someone who didn't grow up in the church, someone who didn't grow up Christian, I grew up believing in God, yeah, most definitely. But I will always say I'm more spiritual than anything, and I just wholeheartedly never subscribe to like Jesus is God, right? Jesus is Lord. Me personally, because I'm not a Christian, I just believe, all right, God is God, Jesus Christ is a real person. I do believe that, but maybe it was just a vessel for God, because God can't show us its actual true form, right? You gotta disguise. But because I'm yearning so much for a difference in my life, and I really do want another change, a big change. I want everything that I've ever asked for to actually come true. I am going to say my ideology on that has been wrong, and I am full on in agreement to being proven wrong. I once said to somebody, hey, I want to be baptized. I did say that. We're in 2025. I said that at the top of the year, like, hey, I want to be baptized. And really, truth be told, this person made me, they unmotivated me from becoming baptized, because I mean, her reasoning was correct. I feel like if you go ahead and get baptized, there ain't nothing to play with. It's, this isn't something you just do just for the hell of it, or heaven of it. And you gotta live by that. And I listened to what she said, and I was like, yeah, you know what? But I'm not gonna lie, I'm in. Fuck that. And why I say that, who is ever perfect? Nobody else is perfect. I may still make mistakes. That's fine. That's fine. We all do. Ran out of storage, but it's fine. Anyways, that's fine. I want to get the ground. I want to hit the ground running. I know that I'm blessed. I know that I have angels watching over me. I know that I do. I wouldn't have made it this far if I didn't. I owe everything to God, and I do give myself credit because I didn't just listen, but I listened and actually took action. And most of the things that, the trials and tribulations that I went through, I actually made action for myself to overcome those. You know what I mean? And that's my very most humble way of saying it. I know they say open your Bible, and that I'm going to do. I read it here and there, but I genuinely want to get over this shit. I want to have a kid. I want to have kids. I want to have a wife. I want to actually live a happily life, right? I want to get married. I want all of that. I want to become the entertainer that I always want to be. I want to live a long life. I want all of that. I have a vision board actually up here where I there's a lot that's written, and I really want all of that. And I keep running into bullshit right now. They say, oh well, get your fun out in your early 20s. I don't have the fun. The fun is not funning. I want to start moving forward into my future. Seriously. I'm 23. Before I know it, I'm gonna blink. I'm gonna be 30. And I'm gonna blink again and I'm gonna be 40. I don't wanna have fun. I just wanna be successful. So yeah. Again, there was really no direction with this. If anybody could just drop some jewels, I am most definitely gonna take heed to anything, any advice. So yeah, let me know, guys. Bye.